face.
Ouch.
Know your role, Karsyn. Know your role. All right, everybody ready? Okay, clearly we're thrilled with the way we came out today. We talked a lot about taking care of our home court and caring about how we performed on our home court, and I thought they were gangbusters. We hit shots early. That allowed us to get into the press, and then, I thought we overwhelmed them a bit with the press. So, heck of a win. I got a lot of respect for Jeff and how good of a coach he is. And, part of the thought with pressing the whole time was I didn't want to guard all the stuff that he runs. So that was a good thing, too. But proud of my group. We played our tail off, and when we play like that, good things will happen.
Yeah, you mentioned frustrating them with the press. They had 21 turnovers. You guys scored 25 points off those turnovers. How valuable is that just in general?
Yeah, anytime you can pick up 3 points, right, whether it's going to the O boards or whether it's free throws or whether it's points off turnovers, I think it's a way you score 95 points, right? So, we work really hard at the press. Like we practice it every day, even though Bree doesn't want to, but we do it anyway. And
that's crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgot you were there. But we do, and so to see kind of them work at it and then it looked like it did, that's a good thing. It definitely paid off today.
Coach, we talked about last game about multiple players stepping up and finding the roles. I think the count was 11 different Cardinals scored tonight. How good is that to see kind of the whole team kind of contribute? Well,
those of you, and a lot of you guys have been with me for a while, that's the way we play. We share the ball. My belief in the game when it's played well is you don't worry about who's taking the shot. You worry about what kind of shot you're getting. And our job in recruiting is to find good enough players that can do that, right? So that's the way I believe the game should be played. I think a barometer for us is always assist numbers. When those assist numbers are high, we're pretty successful. To see the amount of people today that were so effective offensively just bodes well for the future, right?
Yeah, Coach, there was that one possession late in the fourth quarter where you guys had like 4 or 5 offensive boards.
Yeah.
And then even against IU Indy, you guys killed them in that statistic. So how much of a strength do you think that is for this team?
Well, I think it's one that we're starting to, as a group, figure out. It can be part of our identity, how we win games. We challenged them at halftime because we didn't like the numbers. They had 9 offensive rebounds, so we challenged them at halftime, and so to see them accept the challenge and it looked the way it looked, just with sheer effort, and like you're talking about that one possession, it was, that tells me we've got a group that is like, man, they're trying. And they're trying to do the right stuff. And, I think the positive talk in our locker room, in our huddles, is really, really good right now. That's not necessarily my strong suit, to be Mr. Positive, but they take care. I'll get these two later. But they really, like, they got each other, and that allows me to just coach them and challenge them, right, and be real with them. Right, so that's a good dynamic right now. But with our size and our length, it's how we built the roster. We still like you, but we built the roster to be big and long and all those things, right? So to see it pay off with the way we rebound the ball, it's awesome.
Karsyn, Bree, first game in Worthen Arena. Just kind of what was that experience like tonight?
Exciting. We've been prepping for it, 2 away games, so it's been good to get back here. And he talked about like our home toughness and protecting our home court, and I think we did a really good job of that today. So.
Yeah, whenever we came out, there was smoke and lights. It was awesome. That was really cool. I've never had that before. But yeah, I think we shared the ball really well, and everybody scored, so it was just a fun game in general.
Yeah, Karsyn, we heard Coach talk about the high assist numbers. You guys had 19 assists on 34 made field goals. You led the way with 5 assists. So for you to come in and join this team and kind of take on that floor general role, How much do you value just being able to step into that role seamlessly?
Yeah, a lot. I think I've always kind of been a pass-first point guard, and that's something that he's trying to change on me, be more aggressive, him and Audrey. So, yeah, I mean, I take a lot of pride in making a good pass over making a good shot sometimes.
She took 15 shots. Good gravy.
Hey! I make like 50%, hopefully.
6 or 7.
We're all done.
But yeah, I love assists. Assists are great. I walked in at halftime and saw 12 assists on the boards, and I was like, yes, guys, keep going.
Oh my God.
And then Bree, you're coming off a MAC Player of the Week performances, and then matching your career high again with 20 points here tonight, 6 of 6 from the stripe. I mean, what was kind of working for you out there?
Well, it wasn't working at first, and then I didn't have to do anything, to be honest, because we had so many contributions today. So just still playing in the system. I said it earlier to someone else, but like I'm given an opportunity to do what I can do here, and I mean, all I have to do is go out there and capitalize on it. So it's been nice.
Yeah, Bree, kind of going off that, I mean, that performance tonight and your other two, I think you're averaging a double-double. 3 years at Gonzaga, coming over here and immediately stepping into a bigger role. How's that adjustment been? And also one of 2 seniors on the team, so how's that been?
It's kind of what I came here to do, to be honest, and one of the reasons I transferred, I wanted a bigger role, and I'm getting it here, and so now I just kind of got to step up to the plate, be a leader, do what I can for my team, and hopefully we can keep getting the wins. So.
What's maybe the biggest thing you guys have learned about yourselves and this team through this 3-0 start so far?
I think we can go a long way. So I was telling Audrey on the bench, because I told her before this game, I said, we're going to kill them. She was like, all right, if you say so. I said, we're going to kill them.
Wish you'd let me know.
Well, and she said, I hope you stay that confident. And I said, we can go undefeated.
Yeah.
I know we can. It can happen.
I like it.
I think we're like just toughness. I mean, the 2 close games we had, we gutted out, and this one was a little bit not as close, but you still got to gut it out. I mean, you got good players on the other side, so it's gutsy performances all around. So,
I think what I've seen out of this group so far in adversity has been a really good thing, right? I think that's when you see the real in your group, right? When you have 35 turnovers and still stay together and win, right? You go on the road and, you face a ton of adversity and you find ways, right? I think that's when you learn the most about your group. But even today, it would have been easy to see people like out there trying to get theirs, right? And we kept talking about, and like it wasn't me, they were talking about standard. We have a standard, play to the standard, and it's something we preach all the time. But this group is really, for 9 new kids, the 4 returners that really didn't play a ton, they're about the right stuff right now. And we'll see when we get smacked and adversity, we don't handle it perfectly. We'll keep learning, but I think right now they understand that 3 games in, there's so many lessons. There's so much room for improvement. The ceiling is, who knows where it can go, like she was talking about. I think they're excited about that, and the last thing I'll say is they're starting to figure out how to practice. And when, just in my time, when my teams are good practice teams, we have really good years. And we're starting to figure out how to practice. And, for me, those are all the things I look at and go, like I said it today, I'm like, I think we're getting better. Like I told Audrey that, and she's like, yeah, I think you're right. Because we're starting to figure out how to practice. And then when you do that, you just come out in games and just do what you do every day. You don't have to flip switches, right? And that's the biggest growth right now in this group.
Any more questions?
All good? Thanks, fellas.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you.
Thank you all.